Everyone, we're week 42 and from McManus Real Estate Update. What are we looking at? I'm going to give you a market update, and then we're going to go into some well, what do we call it? Housekeeping, for want of a better phrase. Okay, week 42. We're getting viewings, a lot of viewings for our properties, and general marketing it across social media. An indication, I suppose, of Google, between 130 to 150,000 new views a week, and across all the other mediums. I suppose if we're looking at, say, 100 odd reels, ads, posts, videos, in real time we're getting well and truly over 10 hours viewing a week of 15-second ads. Yeah, it's I haven't had this amount of participation, I suppose, for a number of years. So yeah, absolutely awesome. Coming from that, and the process is always about attracting buyers to property and selling them. So processes change as of the 1st of July, and I suppose it's tightening up with AI coming into the framework. I love it personally. I think it's awesome, but we have to protect the vendors and the possibility that AI may even infiltrate the bidding process, registered buyers. So quite rightly, we have to now qualify our buyers a lot heavier, and we've done that for some time anyway, after our brush with a real live situation and alleged character. And we've had commissions stolen from Pixar, and all these sorts of things are happening out there now. So to bring it all back, all of our bidders have to prove that they are actually people. So 100 points of ID, a solicitor's reference, an accounting reference, proof that they do have the ability to pay the 10% deposit. So we're qualifying them at that stage. They also have to sign the non-disclosure agreements that are written individually by the vendor's solicitor now. They aren't in our business produced by us, and that just is it's a legal document that probably left us a little exposed, and a solicitor highlighted that, and since that day forward we do not draft them. So yeah, that's drafted by the solicitor, and that's just an extension of the contract, really. That's the way we look at it. So don't be offended even if you've viewed the property as a customer, especially a hotel, motel, caravan park, that we then bring you into our system. We have to comply with the Office of Fair Trade in New South Wales, so we have to get the idea. We also have to attend an inspection with our buyers on site. You may have viewed it as a customer, but we have to get you across that threshold, and that it really dates back to when I first started in '86. That was an important part of the whole buying process. So yeah, I'll just go back over that. If you've seen it with another agent, if you've looked at it, been a customer, that's awesome, but we must have you across that threshold with one of our representatives. And if it's my property, me. If it's one of the other people, it'll be them. But yeah, certainly me getting you across that threshold, and we can discuss all sorts of things. We do need to get the proof of ID, 100 points, proof that you can pay the 10% deposit, and the solicitor's reference and the accountant's reference, and they're just things we have to do, and I'm actually all for it. I'm pleased that the Office of Fair Trading get involved at this sort of level. It's hard enough out there going through the processes and getting to the end only to be realise you're dealing with somebody who's untoward, and it could be an untoward solicitor, and believe me, we've had those. So bear with us, please help us by complying. We've got to comply with the Office of Fair Trading, New South Wales, so we're just passing that on. So we need the ID, we need proof of ID that you do exist, just because you're probably experiencing these phone calls from AI. They sound pretty good to me, I'm getting them, and that's just not, we've got to prove that you really do exist, that and then you sign that non-disclosure. Once we get the ID, we'll get you across that threshold, and we can disclose contracts and accounts, which is just the process. So yeah, that's the process at the moment, and the two auctions we've had amazing responses. We're now moving into that next next part of the marketing process, which is getting contracts out, getting accounts out, and all those sorts of things, which is exciting part of the process, really. And I've experienced it where the actual purchaser may well turn up on the day. We still have to qualify. We go through the same process, we just have to do it a lot more rapidly. You'd understand that. We've got an awesome auction coming up on the 31st of October at the InterContinental Double Bay. Yeah, we've got an awesome room. It's one of my two favourite rooms to call in there, call the auction. It's just straight upstairs and straight into our room, straight off the foyer, which is or reception, which is just awesome. And if you get a chance, if you book early enough, if you are bidding, I had a look, and I think the rooms are only about $400 a night there. It's an amazing hotel to stay at. Richie and I, they're dog friendly, so Richie and I stay there, so we'll be there, and no doubt after the auction's finished and the successful bidders have bid and purchased, no doubt we'll be going and having a glass of champagne or two or three maybe, because we don't have to drive. Which is, I love that part of the auction. It's a highlight of the sale. It's bringing buyer and seller together, and it's everybody gets a fair chance to purchase. It's out in the open. I love it anyway. So if you are thinking about buying either of these two properties going up, I would get in early now. Get your ducks in a row, and just by the amount of people that are inquiring, wanting contracts, wanting to get inspections done, get the attended inspection done, and then of course get their finance in place. So yeah, I would get in early. This next couple of weeks are going to fly by, absolutely fly by. I'm pretty happy with the inquiry we've already got, so everything else will be a bonus, and yeah, looking forward to successfully selling both of those properties on the day. Now coming up to our November, December auctions. Now November's the 28th, Friday the 28th, and December's auction is the 19th. So pretty much the last trading week of December. I think everybody, with effect the 20th, will be off and racing on holidays. We've got a couple of days of admin. 20th, 21st, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be gone late Monday, off on holiday. So pretty excited about that. It's been a big year, big calendar year for us, and going into the new year, it's going to be pretty busy. So I would get into these with the amount of inquiry we're getting from buyers, qualified buyers. I would say get into these next two auctions. Whatever you've got to sell, let's get it on board, get it into the system, and get it sold. And we're going to get quite firm prices, which is awesome. So on the road this week, give us a call, Brian, 040-297-0217. Now that's an Optus number, and it's been out of service for 24 hours. So my Telstra number is 045-721-7925. That's on all the business cards. Emails get through, brian@brianmcmanusrealestate.com. So we can be to you anywhere in the state within sort of 48 hours. We can have all the documentation to you to list, about 17 pages depending on the type of property. We can have you listed, and we can have social media up and going within 24 hours, and that's pretty important. We're over 12 million, we're looking at 13 million views on Google at the moment. As I said, 130 to 150,000 new views a week, and it's it's between 30 and 50% increase in the last 3 weeks. So that tells you what this market's doing at the moment. So give us a call, email, text. If it goes to voicemail, you know I'm out of area, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, and we'll get out and get you listed and get your marketing done, photos, videos, reels, the whole shooting box, and get you on the market and sold. That's our goal. Have a wonderful week 42, as we will, and the pressure's on now until the 31st to sell these two properties, and also to list the next lot. So have a wonderful week 42, and look forward to hearing from you. Bye bye.